sometimes that's difficult to do when everybody's telling you how great you are and you're reading about yourself in the newspapers. These days, you read about yourself online and hear what people are saying about you. You all, you show up at an arena and you tell somebody to say something. I don't give a what it is, and they gonna just repeat it.
For sure.
You can tell, say I ain't
I
I ain't whatever, they gonna do it,
facts.
like 20,000 people, and so, yeah, that can be a little intoxicating, so I'm picking up what you're putting down there.
But at the same time, they envy, like, the success, bro. People seeing, people love you, see you making money. People as human beings, bro, just in their nature, bro. Envious, jealous, happy, sad. It's like a trait, you know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. These guys know how to roll with it and keep moving.
Yeah, and how, you've been pretty consistent as far as like your career. You've been pretty consistent, but things haven't always been exactly like you wanted them to be. So when that happens, how do you get back up on the horse and keep it moving and stay positive?
Whenever that come, or like whenever that time come, or whenever shit like that be happening, I just look at it like what I'm focused on. You know what I'm saying? Am I focused on the music, or am I focused on what's going on in the Houston streets? Am I focused on the booty club and what's cracking in the club and shit? Because one thing about being in Houston so live, you get caught up in this lifestyle, going out every night and acting like you just a regular local joker, which, we all Houstonians, but at the same time, you can't forget who you are. And like I said, like around COVID, once COVID hit, I was off the road for about 2 years, so I'm just hanging around the city, getting into shit. You might look up on YouTube, I'm fighting in the city, going to link up with and having fights and shit because I'm letting what's important drift away. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting too comfortable. Like one thing I will say when I stayed in Cali, I was more focused on music. I'm doing red carpet events. I'm getting more placements on movie soundtracks. I'm getting scripts for Power, shit like that. Then I come to Houston, I kind of let that shit fade away. You know what I'm saying? I just turned to like a fucking A-leaf, just to be honest. Like then I started noticing that because like I come to Houston, they be like, oh yeah, that's cream clip. Them gonna with the club. Oh, we wanna do something. That's what they saying in Houston. But I go to L.A. Oh, Mr. Maxo Cream, New York. Mr. Maxo Cream. I go fucking do a tour in Australia. That's what me up. I did a tour in Australia and it sold out. I'm like, I never even been on this side of the equator. These folks love me. They know me. I went and did Rolling Loud, but I did the one in Portugal. I'm like, wow, like, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes dropping the album and going on tour make me bounce back into my reality and what's really meant for me. You know what I'm saying? Because whenever I drift off and that start happening, it's because I'm not focused. I got to be on my A game, you feel me? Can't get too comfortable. Having that same hunger I had when I didn't have it.
Yeah. I've noticed that sometimes, people can get caught up in the local culture, like just it's too much emphasis on, what's going on your block or on your side of town or,
For sure.
Or in your city. And yeah, that could be detrimental, man, to your health,
For sure.
Not just your career, but your health.
Mm-hmm.
So did you make a conscious decision, like, before something bad happened, or you just was like looking at the trajectory of your life or your career and saying, you know what, when I'm in Houston, I'm not as productive as I am when I'm, on the road?
That's exactly what it was. But then I could just tell, like, I look like I got a studio in my house and I got a studio around the corner. You know what I'm saying? By Minute Maid. You know what I'm saying? So I look at when the last time I was in the studio. You know what I'm saying? Man, let's just be real. As a grown man, I don't give a damn you 17 or you 50. You know when you bullshitting. You know when you need to get on your shit. You know when you being too comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I could blame it on COVID. I could blame it on this and that. But I was just getting too comfortable, man. You know what I'm saying? Letting more of the Trigger Maxo show than the Maxo Cream show. You know what I'm saying? Getting into local shit. Really to get into a lot of shit that's below my pay grade, man.
Is it all you that has this strong desire to to be, I guess, integrated in the Houston street culture? Or is it people that you have around you pumping you up and saying, "Come on, Max." You know what I'm saying? I see that's the Max. Now that's the Max I know. You know, is it that? Or
I ain't gonna say it was necessarily that. I ain't gonna say it was like forced because, man, you gotta think about it. Like Houston got like a real culture of cliques. You know what I'm saying? And one of my cliques, I said my cliques. My clique was one of the most dominant cliques out here. You had the Cream clique, you had the 103, you had the Mash Mode, you had the G Mob, like, you know what I'm saying, for my generation going around. And my clique was just already like dominant in the streets. So even when Maxo shot off and was doing his own thing, Cream clique still had shit going on. You know what I'm saying?